And
Okay, say what you just said. Because I didn't want that to not be here.
So my wife just posed a question to me. Is lava wet?
The answer is no.
Why?
I would think for something to be wet, it would have to leave moisture, like, when it touches things, right? Like, you know, like coffee is wet. It's hot, but it's wet. Because it gets absorbed by things. It's a liquid.
Yeah.
I would not say lava is wet. Because it does not have those same kinds of properties as... I mean, it is technically a liquid by state.
Yes.
But I would not say it is wet.
So I guess apparently the definition of wetness is the ability of a liquid to adhere to the surface of a solid. So when we say something is wet, we mean that the liquid is sticking to the surface of the material.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I guess lava is technically doing that, but it's more like destroying it.
Yeah. Well, it's danger. It's danger liquid. You can only get wet once from it. I just thought that was sort of like a stupid but sort of fun question. I mean, I say yes. That's what I told her. I was like, it's danger water. Well, I mean, it's liquid rock. And it does adhere to things, and then it melts you.
It adheres so good.
It makes you into it.
I forgot! I lied! It does come back! Oh, Jesus Christ. This is much more dangerous than before. Oh, boy. Oh, come on. I was above that. No!
That's like 56.
It's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you're a little over 10 per world of just getting bopped. But yeah, for those of you who are paying attention, let us know what you think about whether or not lava is
Like, comment, subscribe if you think lava's wet.
Maybe use the like and dislike bar to determine your answer. Thumbs up is yes, lava is wet, and thumbs down is lava is no, not wet. Why? Because I said so. And because it's funnier if Damon is wrong with thumbs downs. Because usually Damon is not the wrong one. Usually it is me that is wrong. So, yeah, because Damon hates it when I'm right.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Because I guess I'm the incompetent one, comparatively. At least when it comes to games, I am.
Can beat Bloodborne.
Yeah. Yeah. You know why? Because I can fucking hammer that dodge button like a champ.
That's alright. Oh, look at all those naked turtles.
Oh, it's gross. It's gratuitous. Stupid naked turtles.
Scandalous.
Stupid sexy flippers. Also, POW blocks are from...
Those are also from Mario 2.
Yeah. Which is pretty great.
Well, actually, no. Those were technically from the original Mario Brothers.
Were they?
Yeah, the arcade game.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
But I think them being in
Well, they probably just slapped it over something.
over something else for sure.
Yeah. Man, the mechanics in that game were weird.
The
Like-
original Mario Brothers, you mean?
No. In
Oh, 2?
2, being able to lift an object and then stay in the air. Like, lift an object directly below you, but stay in the air after you lift it off the ground.
I think they made the right call doing that. Apparently, the actual 2 was also not selling well in Japan because everyone hated it.
Well, yeah, isn't the actual, like, real 2 supposedly the lost level?
Yes, that's yeah. What we got in All Stars, the lost level was that one,
Yeah.
which is it's like turbo hard, but it also just has a lot of things that aren't fun, like poison mushrooms and like
Yeah.
random invisible blocks that'll just block a pit and you die.
Yep.
And even the Japanese audience really, this game sucks. And it was just more of the same. So
Yeah.
people were like,
They didn't do anything.
there's nothing new
like,
here. It's just
interesting new. They just
yeah, it was
added
basically
bad
like
new stuff.
DLC.
Yeah. It's like what Overwatch 2 is supposed to be.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that
That
happens.
fucking train wreck is happening.
I mean, yeah, because the only part I won't really care about a single player campaign in Overwatch. I do still like the game. I just
Don't have to, like...
don't play. Yeah.
Because it's one of those
Right
things...
now, if I have nothing better to do, I've got
League.
like League or alt second level in WoW for the next expansion because I don't know what character I'm gonna play yet.
Yep.
It's like I'd rather play League. The season like just started, and I think
oh,
I can
you
get
know
my
what
rank
we
like
haven't talked
actually
about
high.
yet, speaking of Blizzard?
God, now what?
The fucking doo-doo nightmare that is the Warcraft 3 remaster.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
God.
feel like that should have been a slam dunk.
Oh, it absolutely should have been, but Activision...
Activision did a hup.
yeah, Activision has been really fucking stuff up for Blizzard.
Yeah, I wonder if... Oh, I did this bad, didn't I? Balloon. Like, yeah, I wonder if and how much Blizzard regrets the Activision deal.
Considering they've had to issue a ton of, like, half-hearted apologies since then, like the whole thing over...
The China thing.
Blitzchung and...
I mean, a lot of it is just, like, pre-deal Blizzard, they, like, would not release products until they were done.
Like, as bad as that was, it ensured, like...
The
product
standards
were way high.
are not as high, and it's most likely because they're Chinese overlords and Activision
Are
dictate
demanding
these
it.
things for them now.
And Blizzard, yeah, like that's the problem.
It is very likely not their decision for that to be the case.
So now they're having to put out a ton of fires because they're not allowed to do stuff the same way that they've always done it.
Yeah,
So, I
I guess
think-
the Warcraft Remastered has none of the like remade cutscenes that they were gonna be touting to have.
Oh yeah, I mean the what happened video is very illuminating.
What a mess.
Yeah, go check out Matt McMuscle's
Yeah, go
videos.
check out his What Happens.
Because Matt McMuscles has been doing a lot of really good content.
Those
and
videos make me happy.
He's been churning stuff out at like a really good pace. Like
I don't
what,
know why I
like
try
at
to do
least
that.
59. At least what? Once
Jesus,
a, like
that almost
once a
hit me too.
week.
Oh, fuck.
Where he like, I feel like lately, yeah, it's been like a what happened like once a
I
week.
think
or,
there's
like,
a What
once
Happened every week, and then he also does his own just like not like stream. Or I think he originally streams them. That might just be the uploads from his streams.
It probably is.
He's been playing Time Splitters Future Perfect, which is awesome because that game kicks ass.
It does. Future Perfect is.
I guess he had only played
61.
like the first or second one. Can we stop getting owned by this thing? That'd be great. Oh, thank God. He'd only played like one of the earlier ones, and then played like the first couple levels of Future Perfect, and was like, "Oh, this game kicks ass." And then he got to like the horror level.
Yep.
And it's like, I gotta come back to this, and did a whole second like playthrough of that entire stage.
So, originally my
holy shit,
62. My first Time Splitters was Future Perfect.
Yeah, it's the only one I played at the time.
And then I went back, like I had a friend who had to, and he let me borrow it, and I was like, this is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, Future Perfect is way better.
Because
it may as well be the only one.
Yeah. Because it was like, I'm sure at the time, Time Splitters 2 was fine, but one of the things that was bad about it, maybe it was just the GameCube one, but the reticle for aiming was free floating on the screen until you hit an edge, and that's when you would start to turn.
I'm not sure if I ballooned enough.
And then you would let go, and it would snap back to the middle.
I just remember having lots of good memories of playing it online.
Yeah, I remember
because
like,
the group I played with did a lot of like glitch hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we had like a whole little, not GeoCities, but it was one of those websites.
Yeah, or like Angel Fire.
Where you,
or
yeah, where you like
GoDaddy,
host your own browser type thing, where we just log all the bugs. And so we found ways to like break the object limit in MapMaker. And then you could use custom maps online. And so we do things that were like kind of chugging the game because you're not supposed to have this many Jeeps exploding out of one square at the same, like shit like that.
Right.
That's like,
sounds like
so
a
we'd
blast.
make broken levels, but oh yeah, there was one more mini game.
Oh shit! It's a fucking scratch ticket.
Oh, I got one. Oh shit, I got two. Which one?
All the way middle, all the way over. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Okay. Rewind.
No, that's fine.
Fine.
And all the other like weird shit that we could do.
I just like. Oh man, I
fucking
love how
2003 PS2 online.
I fucking
bullshit.
just love how dumb and creative all the weapons were.
Monkeys banned in online or like booted from the server.
Yep.
Tiny hitboxes.
Or some of the robots, like that little robot drone that floated at like.
Oh, that didn't have legs.
Yeah, it floated at like shoulder height. Was a nightmare to hit. I liked playing Dr. Pustule.
Oh fuck. I always played as the sheriff skeleton.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or the sock puppet.
I mean, one of the greatest aspects of choosing characters was switching back and forth between multiple characters really quick to reset the lines. Just to be really annoying.
Oh yeah.
Because some of them just had like a stupid noise. Like Dr. Pustule before he started saying words. He would go, yeah! Time to unleash the ass-kiculator.
I remember that.
Oh man, it was so good.
So this level has 4 little branching paths you have to take. Each one has a key. And you'll... I fucked that up. Wow, I super fucked that up. And you'll need all 4 to progress.
That's awful.
I mean, they're about as short as this one.
Or, the deer stalker.
The deer hunter.
Yeah, that's it, the deer hunter. The moose is loose. Oh, man.
I would love that game to get
a remaster.
Even if it was just like a port with like the online working.
Because that game still fucking slaps even now.
I not get a key. Am I a big dumb?
I mean, yes, but...
Oh, yeah. No. no. Look at them just watch me.
But like stupid shit like the monkey gun is great. And brick.
I loved brick because you could throw them straight up in the air
and yourself.
Dunk yourself.
Oh man, and then there was
in the Siberia stage, you could put multiple remote mines on the Jeep and ramp it over the bunker and then drive the Jeep around in the abyss.
Nice.
There was no point to doing this, but you could do it. Or put them on the bottom and then a teammate with friendly fire off and blast them into the skybox.
Nice. The guns were super good.
Hey, you like Breakout?
I forget the specific name, but it was like a space shotgun that you charged up. It might have been called like the Vector gun or something.
I mean, no, there are a lot of them just called like Sci-Fi X gun. Like
I think it was just Sci-Fi shotgun then. And it was a charge up thing that like it did a little bit of a pushback and a little bit of damage. Unless you fully charged it up and then it would like one-shot people at point blank. 63.
No.
God, that game was so cool. The mini games 64. Like a lot of the mini games were fun, like monkey curling.
Oh, like the challenge mode stuff you had to do to unlock more characters?
Yeah. Like, one of my friends is super good at monkey curling, and everybody else in our friend group was really bad at it. 64. I just like some of the levels were just dumb and creative. Like the one that basically made you have to go into like eldritch horror haven in Vietnam to retrieve a ham sandwich you left behind.
Oh yeah.
It was like Hammy Sammy Namby Pamby.
Yep, I remember that.
That was a good one.
I also really like the map editor let you like make story mode scripted sequences, and it was like actually pretty decent.
Man, it's so sad that we never got another Time Splitters.
I mean, there's still that fan project that they've been working on for years and years and years, but I'm not convinced that's ever coming out. Oops, I did not mean to hit up.
Wasn't there a studio that bought the rights to it?
I'm
recently?
not sure who has it now, but I also have doubts that anything's ever going to come of that either.
It's probably one of those situations where it's like they bought it so somebody else couldn't have it, just in case.
I don't know, man. E3 2020, Time Splitters coming back.
65. I would lose my goddamn mind.
I would also lose my shit completely.
Like, that would probably be a game I would pre-order, just because it's like I gotta do it.
One more key to get.
I like it's probably the most nostalgic game I've played the most recently. Like, as in, like, I have the most... I would consider it a nostalgic game, even though I last played it. Like, a lot. Like, as early as, like, 5 years ago.
I don't think I've played it since it was current. I like these weird spiky boys.
Yeah, I like their dumb hats.
They do it?
Yeah, good game series.
Oh, I did it. Alright, that was the key.
So, some people, like, you should check out Future Perfect.
Yeah,
if you
go
can.
play that game. It's kind of expensive now. I think it's like a $25 or $30 game.
It deserves it.
Because
it also takes you to so many different environments. Like, it just...
Can we get Vin Diesel to
be Cortez?
Cortez.
Oh, man, that would be dope. Yeah, it's a cool game about alternate timelines and
About
time
time
travel.
monsters and stupid one-liners and big titty goth girls and zombies.
And, like, just...
Got a little bit for everyone.
And just, like, tons of different environments. Like a weird, like, horror cathedral in, like, the 17th century. And then the next level, you're in, like, super future on Mars. Fighting time monsters. And then the next level, you're, like, also in the super far-flung future, but in, like, a skyscraper. And then, like, going to the Civil War. It's cool. Also, that minigame where you had to shoot watermelons out of monkeys' hands, but you had to hit the watermelons. Because if you hit anything else, you could accidentally behead the monkeys or shoot their hands off.
Alright, I have a lot of friends now. So it's the last one, right?
Yep. Wow. That's fucking cold.
I got all the tricks. A cool 71. Man, I want Blizzard to announce that they're not with Activision anymore.
That would be good.
I don't know if they can anymore. They'd have to, like, buy their own company back? I don't know how that would work.
Somebody in the company who's rich or get enough investors to be like, yeah, we're gonna help you buy yourselves out from Activision. I think is probably the only, I mean, people who are better at money and investment type stuff, you could probably answer this question for us. Because I'm just talking out of my ass and assuming that they would have to get investors to want them to split from the company. And that would probably get whoever's trying to sow dissent fired. Or they would get, like, a big, like, slap on the fucking wrist. It's like, no, cut that shit out. You're with Papa Activision now.
Nobody wants to be with Papa Activision.
Not even Activision. But yeah, I think so far it's been mostly disastrous for Blizzard. Like, I'm sure the money and, like, financial security that they did not need because WoW is a money-making machine. Or at least it...
I mean, Overwatch was a giant hit, too.
Yeah. But it's like all of their products are mega super-duper hits. And it's like... I'm sure... Like, if literally everything else they had made since the first couple of expansions of WoW were duds, they would still have the financial security to keep doing whatever the fuck they wanted. Because, like...
Yeah, I want to know.
WoW has
what made
probably...
the deal sound appealing to them in the first place, where like they bothered.
Yeah, I would like to know
Because they
that
had
too.
still like WoW Diablo. I mean, I'm sure they were working on the prototype thing for Titan and whatever that became Overwatch. So it's not like.
Because it's like, WoW has probably made them
at that
several...
point, why would they have needed
the financials of Activision? Because it's like, WoW has definitely made them billions of dollars by itself. And their production costs and like just day-to-day upkeep can't be that much. Unless they're like blowing their entire budget on marketing, which I doubt.
Hookers and blow.
So I've been, like, while I just play various games, because I usually don't give a shit about the sound or music once I've, like, listened to it all. I've been listening to this podcast called Sawbones.
Oh, you're listening while doing...
Yeah, like, while just...
I know people who play all video games with the sound off. Like, they play in silence. And they act like they're not weird.
They are abso-fucking-lutely weird. Like, I need something going, but it's like... I feel like I'm wasting potential for, like, something else if I just keep listening to the same, like, bleeps and bloops all the time without, like, having something else going, either, like, music or...
I rely a lot on audio cues to play game good, so I can never really do that.
Like, I mean, for example, like, Enter the Gungeon, I don't need audio for any of it. Like, now that I've heard everything, and it's like, great, cool shooty noise, or... Like, I just don't need it, so I just put on podcasts. So it's like, anyway, so speaking of marketing, so I've been listening to Sawbones, and they do, like, medical history stuff and, like, weird medical topics.
Mm-hmm.
Because
No,
it's
I
like...
get it.
Because it's like...
Yeah.
One of them is the McElroy brothers. And the other one is his wife, who's a real doctor. Like, medical doctor. I'm just gonna stop counting at this point.
I knew it. I would just do it until you gave up.
Well, no, because I'm busy talking, and I haven't been paying attention. This has been like 6 or 7. Like, you're at like...
Oh my god, this room is actually a disaster.
You're at like...
Okay.
We'll call it like 80,
Alright,
and
the
just
chaos,
leave it
the
there.
chaos is over.
Anyway, so there was one episode where they were talking about this thing called medicine shows. They were very popular during the... Basically from like the late 1800s to the mid 50s were basically these pseudo like traveling shows / carnivals where it was like all these fucking hucksters trying to sell their wares that...
They're snake oil.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know the kind of thing you're talking about.
But there was this one guy who had a product, it was called Hadacol. It was basically this liquid that was just like mashed up herbs and spices and like other vaguely medicinal sounding shit in whiskey. And that was it. And it was like, it's a cure-all for everything. You know, ask your doctor today for Hadacol. And like, these medicine shows were so fucking successful that like, actual pharmacists were like, oh, Jesus Christ, fine, I'll get some so you'll leave me the fuck alone. This shit doesn't work, but if you really want it, I'll sell it to you, fine. So the guy who basically invented it, he had a company who was making several $1 million a year in like 1950s money.
That's a lot of money.
He ended up dying penniless and broke because he was investing so much money into marketing for his product that he was basically running so low to zero that once like sales started drying up, he had already sunk more money into marketing it that he just basically died in not quite in debt, but like he just pissed away all his money on marketing to try and make even more money by selling more of the product, which eventually
did not work.
People were getting wise to his scheme.
So we see this fat fuck.
Yeah.
We'll steal his babies.
That's serene.
So these weird clown penguin monstrosities will boomerang back to me when I throw them.
Oh.
So they never go away.
Neat.
But I don't think you keep them after the level they go away.
Yeah, but being able to keep them for the whole level is pretty cool.